The FBI just fired somebody for not respecting Nick Shirley enough. The man on screen is a top security specialist, or was a top security specialist at the FBI, until he got caught on camera talking trash about not only Kash Patel being a diva, not only the FBI's lack of transparency under the Trump administration, but also how the Nick Shirley investigation in Minnesota will result in nothing. So just think about this. Zoom out. 2 U.S. citizens have been shot. Many more people have been killed or injured or maimed by ICE's occupation of Minneapolis because of the quote-unquote investigation that is ongoing by the FBI as a result of this Nick Shirley video. Now, over the past 2 months, we have not even seen a single name, not a single name recommended to the FBI or the DOJ for investigation. It is a direct parallel with what we saw when Elon Musk was given power for 120 days. He said there were trillions of dollars in waste, fraud, and abuse, yet not a single name was recommended to the FBI or the DOJ for the prosecution, the perpetration of this waste, fraud, and abuse, indicating that it's bullshit. They made it up. It is not actually there. Now, Minnesota did have a fraud problem, but it was prosecuted under Biden in 2022 and 2023. So that is why it is all the more offensive that they continue to surge federal agents, ICE agents, Border Patrol agents, and continue to terrorize the city when there was nothing actually being investigated. Let's start off with this first clip. There's a few clips to run through. The first one is of him saying that Kash Patel is a diva. I'll let this play. And make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the Adam Mockler feed if you appreciate the breaking news.
I hear he's like a diva. Is that true?
110% he's a diva.
Are you serious?
110%. He's lazy as hell. He's not good at his job.
I've said that if arrests do not happen, if people are not held to account, then we'll have no choice but to investigate the investigators themselves.
I am a security specialist at the FBI, so I do background checks, investigations, that type of stuff. I've been working there for 5 years now.
On hidden camera, this FBI security specialist tells us the quiet part out loud.
Now, I want to point out, this is made by Project Veritas, which is actually a pretty far-right guy who does these undercover security camera operations, usually with really nefarious intentions. He oftentimes can't be trusted, as he has been caught manipulating footage multiple times, on multiple occasions. But in this case, the FBI came out and fired the person in this clip, which means they're corroborating what he's saying. He has been working there, he is a top security specialist, and everything he's saying is true. They didn't even deny it, the FBI, they just fired him very quickly, effective immediately.
I think there's going to be any like major arrests, like with Kash Patel or the FBI?
No. Also, I don't think anybody would ever go to prison.
Now, thanks to the brave work of citizen journalists like Nick Shirley, Americans were able to see what actually happens in Minnesota outside.
Lord have mercy. This guy is a clown, but he got the footage, so.
Outside these daycare centers.
Do you think they're going to arrest the people, like, that are dealing with the daycare stuff?
I think by the time that case is done, even being, like, looked at and ready to go to court, Trump won't even be in office anymore. Like, it would most likely be thrown out very quickly.
He says it'll be thrown out very quickly. Now, he says a lot more, but I want to point out he's absolutely right on the merits of this case, or the lack thereof, the fact that it will likely get thrown out with no actual prosecutions. As he goes on in just one moment, he says that Nick Shirley is essentially a BS artist, and you can tell this is true because Shirley has been desperate to recreate that spark of virality that he had. We had a report last week that a Minnesota daycare fraud guy, they didn't know what his name was, but he showed up at a Narcotics Anonymous meeting at a church with a selfie stick and got run out. Could this be violated under the FACE Act like Don Lemon was? I mean, we have him getting run out on video. Nick Shirley flees in shame after busting into a Narcotics Anonymous meeting while filming to, quote, investigate fraud. Like, what are we doing here?
To do anything, we see you. We see you. We want you out of here. I don't want you here making up anything for your social influencers to try to attack more people. If you want to see fraud, go to Fells Point, go to Hamden. Stop targeting us. Stop targeting us. It's not about fentanyl because you could go to the doctors who started the opioid crisis. Why don't you do that? Why don't you go to the source instead of trying to harass the people who are out here just trying to live? Because you have an agenda, and I'm not interested in your agenda. And I'm going to let everybody know that you're here, so nobody will talk to you.
I can't lie, the person filming absolutely cooked him while making a very substantive point. Like, Nick, why don't you go to the source of this, the source of the opioid crisis, the source of this, the wealth disparity, which is the person who actually basically funds Nick Shirley, Elon Musk, who gives him the platform and boosts him repeatedly over and over and over. Then, after he flees in shame last week, Will Sommer tweets out, the FBI fired an employee for not respecting Nick Shirley enough. And when you click on it, it's Kash Patel's assistant, Ben Williamson, who tweeted, quote, this person does not speak for the FBI, had zero involvement or firsthand knowledge about the issues he's talking about here, and as of today is no longer employed at the Bureau. Okay. Number one, the fact that you fired him so swiftly proves that there is something to be said. There's something to be had here. Secondly, what he's saying about Kash Patel being a diva at the beginning is corroborated by like 100 people at the FBI. Remember, Kash Patel threw a tantrum when they landed at Utah after Charlie Kirk was assassinated because he needed a coat that fit him.
He's like a diva. Is that true?
110% he's a diva.
Are you serious?
110%. He's lazy as hell. He's not good at his job.
I've said
Lazy as hell, not good at his job. Let's continue where we were earlier on the fraud.
Like, it would most likely be thrown out very quickly. Fraud cases like that, like money stuff,
Yeah.
years, literal years of time. They're going to try and pin it on somebody.
I think you're a badass.
Thank you.
Cheers.
James O'Keefe here reporting from Los Angeles, downtown in front of City Hall. They're having all the protests against FBI official. He's saying that accountability and justice is not coming. Why? He says the FBI and the Department of Justice walk these investigations out. They actually might take years, literal years, like 5 years. And by that time, the executive branch of government shifts power, the pendulum swings, and the people are never held to account.
They're going to try and pin it on somebody and make it seem like a crime, like a very serious crime.
Pin it on somebody? Like,
Pin it on one of those people who runs those daycares. They need somebody to take the fall,
oh, okay.
and we're just gonna point
Do you
somebody.
know who that would be?
No idea.
But that's what they do, though. They just pick someone and be like, this is our guy, and everyone else would go free?
That sometimes happens, yeah. Charging somebody for anything financial,
Yeah.
for one person can take literally years. I've seen it. It can take years because you have to look at all the money, all the accounts, all the transactions, all the payments, everything. You have to look at everything.
Now, according to this FBI official, the plan isn't to dismantle the Minnesota daycare fraud, but to find a fall guy. He tells us the Bureau will.
The interesting thing is, they haven't recommended a single person to the FBI for investigation because of this. He then starts talking about Kash Patel and the Epstein files. Take a listen.
Yeah, he's alright. He's short though.
Yeah.
He's real short. He's like
I hear he's like a diva. Is that true?
110% he's a diva.
Are you serious?
110%.
My dad is a Trump supporter.
Right?
And he really seems to like this bonding.
I met her another time for another thing I was doing. There's a bunch of stuff at DOJ at the Department of Justice building that we needed to get and bring it back to our office.
Okay.
So she works there.
Oh, what were you bringing back?
Hard drives and computers and all
Oh,
that.
for a case.
Yes, for a huge case.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, what case were you working on?
This was a human trafficking case.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that case is not closed yet.
Dang, where did that happen?
Here.
Here?
DC, yeah.
DC.
Yeah.
Trafficking.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. I met one of the victims.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
A few key lessons from this video. First of all, this is the least transparent administration in American history. Between Kash Patel, Pam Bondi, Todd Blanche, Kristi Noem, Stephen Miller, Trump, J.D. Vance, all the cover-ups, them refusing to release the Epstein files for forever, then over-redacting it, it is the least transparent administration in American history. Number two, they were very quick to fire this guy with very little explanation. Number three, if somebody is over-interested in you and asking deep, secret questions about your personal life and job, don't overshare in this type of setting, because while I am grateful that this guy is providing some sort of transparency, a window into the FBI, this is a manipulative tactic to get people to talk. But either way, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. There is some serious manipulation happening in this video. Either way, I'll see you in the next one. Love you all. Peace out.